Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, we're going to use Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. For supportive oracle cards, Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey DeMarco. Okay. I already shuffled. Relationship first. Single second. I can see how that would work. Well, okay. I'm saying, oh, okay. But I'm feeling like this could be a really good Capricorn connection here. Let's see what happens. Okay. Okay, this is it. Okay, this is advice. This, I feel like this, for the most part, is going to go your way. Capricorn. I like the energy here, but the big challenge is I'm noticing your partner is having some issues. They've got the Three of Swords here, and they've got the King of Swords, and I'm feeling like, is it more thought, or I feel like there's, whatever they're thinking, they're feeling like they're losing control is what I'm getting here. They're losing their grip on something, and they need help putting it back in line. I feel like this is like the whole situation. This is the whole, I don't want to say kit and caboodle, but I just did. Like, this is what it's all about. This situation, they're very unhappy with it. And they're feeling like they're losing control. It's weird with the King of Swords to feel that way, because they're trying to get themselves together. They need to make decisions. There's things they want to happen. They know what they want to happen. That's why we got the King of Swords. But they're not happy because it's like, I know this is where I want to be, but this is where it is. And they need your help to make this happen, to get back in control of the situation. And they got another king here, the King of Cups. Like, they're coming towards you for help because they know what you're good with. And they know not only if you help them put the structure together. I'm big on the word structure today. Not only if you help them put the structure together, you'll help them build it and support it and keep it in line. Like, they have a lot of love for you. I mean, I feel like that should be obvious. But not only do they have a lot of love for you, they have a lot of trust in you. I'm feeling that too with the King of Cups. And they're like, they know if you help them, this will work. They just need you to help them. So they got to come towards you and see what you can do, what you're able to do to help them. They have complete faith in you. I'm getting this again. The Two Kings is coming towards you. They want to get, the situation is not right, but they're like, you can help me get it there. And they trust that you can. It's just got to come forward. Like, what's the deal? Now, the thing is, this is their challenge card. Maybe this is... I'm noticing, like, what's taking it? Like, why isn't it coming forward? This is their challenge card, Temperance. Like, they're slowly trying to pull it in. They're slowly trying to get your attention. They're slowly trying to win you over or something. It might be for some of you. They're trying to win you over to convince you to help them. Not that you wouldn't help them, but it's the level of help. They not only want you to help them create the structure, they want you to help them build the structure, and they want you to help them maintain the structure. So there's a lot they want from you, and they know it. There's a lot. This is a lot. Although I know Capricorn can take a lot, and I get that, but they're looking at this like this is a lot to ask of you, and they care about you. They're not looking to put a deficit in the relationship. They do have a lot of love for you. They're not looking to, like, use you, if you know what I mean. They want to make sure they don't want to overtax you. How's that? So, and they're like, I want to stay on good terms with my partner. I don't want to just ask the world from them, like I just expecting it. They're taking their time with it. This is a problem. This doesn't work because this is in the challenge position. The way they're coming about it, they're slowly going into it. They're slowly mixing it. It's ironic because, like, slow building with purpose, building with stability, you do like that, but for this situation, the way they're coming about it, like they're slowly cluing you in about what's happening and what they need, I just don't feel like that's not working. Like, they really need to just give you all that they know, tell you what's happening, and all that they know, and then you'll slowly pull it together from there. See, that's where Capricorn has its strength. You don't want, like, give me a little bit of information, give me a little bit more information, give me a little bit more. You're like, no. That's not going to work for Capricorn. Like, tell me what you got, give me what you got, and I'll put it together from there. Like, I don't know if this is making sense because it's aggravating me. Like, they're misunderstanding. Like, they're slowly trying to clue you into what's happening, and that's not how this is supposed to work. You want to know everything that they know, and then you'll slowly build it from there. You don't want to just find out little pieces, like, because that's almost like little landmines. Like, oh, here's what you know. Like, so you start off with this little bit, and you're like, okay, what can I do with this? And they're like, oh, well, this goes with it too. And you're like, okay, let me see how they can mix that in. All right, and then this goes with it too. And you're kind of like, listen, give me everything. Give me all your supplies and what we have to work with, and then I'll build a structure. I can build a plan from that. And it's aggravating to me, kind of like, if they slowly give you, like, well, this is happening. Okay, and then a couple days go by. Oh, yeah, and this goes with it. Like, if they keep adding to it, like, it's like you can't build a stable plan if you don't have everything you need to work with to start with. And it's annoying. It's just kind of like, no. Tell me everything you know now. Give me everything, and I can build something. I can create a structure from that. But if you keep giving me little pieces, it's kind of like, it's like you're giving somebody little puzzle pieces. It's like, well, I think it's a flower. Well, maybe it might be a shirt. No, it doesn't look like it's either. What the hell is this thing? It's kind of like, as it slowly builds together, you're like, if you just give it to me all at once, I can do something with it. Like, don't give me piece by piece. Now, your challenge card is very interesting to me. It almost makes me giggle, and I apologize for that, but it's because I feel like if they start doing that, once you see it, it's like, I feel like it's gonna immediately, once you click into it and realize, like, you're giving me piece by piece, I feel like you might snap at them a little bit, like, what the hell are you doing? Like, you're throwing me off. Like, give me everything we're working with. Don't just keep throwing little pot shots in here. I'm gonna smack you. Like, tell me everything we're dealing with. Stop giving me little pieces by pieces. Just give it to me. And then I can build a structure from that slowly. That's where the slowly comes in. I don't want you to slowly tell me what's happening. I want to know everything that's happening, and then I will slowly create something that's stable from it. Thank you. Because I feel like the Knight of Swords is like, you're going to figure it out. If they're doing this, which more than likely they are, you're going to figure it out. That's the point. Your challenge card is to not rip off their head about it. Your challenge card is to come forward to them, include them in not only that, like, that's not how you like this. You want to tell me everything you know so I could do something with it. Don't just tell me piece by piece. But do it in a good way, not only to fix this situation so they correct this, but, like, to clue them in down the road, because I feel like this isn't the first time they've done this. If this is hitting with you, it's not the first time they've done this little bit by little bit by little bit. You need to not only come forward in a way that's not upsetting to them, but you need to, like, wake them up, like, and when this happens in the future, gather all the information and give me all the information at once, and I can pull something together that, you know, just give me everything you know. Just give me everything you know. It's frustrating. It's like, I'm getting frustrated. Like, don't give me little pieces. Like, don't give me, like, page 1 of the instructions and then hide the rest of the booklet on me. No. And then later give me page 2. Like, give me the whole booklet and everything that comes with it, and then I can do something with that. I just feel like this is somebody thinking they understand you that doesn't really understand you. I feel like that's what this is. Because immediately when you see what's going on here, you're going to try to start putting something together. But it's kind of like you need all the pieces of the puzzle to realize, you know, okay, let me make the framework. Let me decide, okay, I think I'll do the framework first. Or maybe you're going to decide, well, I see this piece. This piece should be easiest to construct. I'll actually start with this piece. We'll build that all together, and then we'll put this around it. Like, if you have it all to begin with, you can make a good decision on how to start and how to move forward. But if they just give you little pieces here and little pieces there, you're like, no, that's not working. Because as soon as you realize they need help, you're going to start trying to help them. Are we good? Okay, we got a lot more going here. Now, okay, spiritually, like, they're giving these cards, so I guess I'm just going to... In the beginning, when they ask you for help, even if you're not, like, in the beginning, you want to let them know, because you're going to have the moon card with the unexpected. Like, you want them to bring, like, you want to encourage them as much as possible to tell you everything they know about a situation, to clue you in with everything they know. Because I'm getting the situation has the moon card with it, and it has unexpected events. For everything they know, there's still, there are going to be variables they don't. So you want to not only get them to, like, tell you everything they have, give me everything you have, all the supplies, everything you know, tell me all at once, tell me all right now. But then you got to also add another level to this. Like, and when you start hearing of things, or you start seeing things that might be a factor, don't wait to tell me until they actually do come into light. Tell me when you're seeing possible things come forward. Tell me right away. Like, if they're seeing a light down the road and they're like, that could be a train, it could be a bus, or it could just be somebody walking along with a flashlight, I'm not really sure, so I'm not going to say anything right now until they're closer and I know what I'm dealing with. You need to let them know, like, no, don't wait until you know what you see. Like, let me know you see a light down the road, and then just clue me into it, like you see something, so that I can be aware of it. So that either one, I can help you figure out what it is, or two, I can prepare for a possible problem coming in. Even though you don't know what it is, give me the heads up that something is a little off. And you need to, like, let them know, like, keep me in the loop. Don't just wait to tell me something when you know what it is for sure. If you see something and you're not really sure what it is, but something's coming, don't wait till you know what it is. Tell me right away that you see something. They will do that. They will. But you might have to, like, really, like, lay it in a little bit. Like, tell me when you see. It doesn't have to be set in stone, like, this is an issue. But if you're worried something might be, let me know. As soon as you have a worry, let me know right off the bat. Alright, so we're going to keep going forward. This isn't bad. Like, you have a really good card that's, I feel like that's saying this is where this is going. The Sun card is here, by the way. I don't know why that was on the floor, but it was there. Yeah, you do. I mean, it reinforces another card. Like, this is going to go well. This really is. They're saying, like, if you can get on the same page with your partner and you realize they hear you, you're going to have to take some of this at faith. Like, just that love, having that love with your partner, realizing they're going to try to do the best they can. You got to have that conversation. Like, if you see something you think it might be an issue, tell me. Don't wait to actually have something tangible. Just tell me about worries coming towards you. They're going to try to not drive you crazy. I feel that. But, like, you're going to have to take it on faith that they're going to look out for both of you, and they are. So there's going to be, there are going to be some, you know, what do you call those, blindsided situations. It's not going to be, they're not going to try to create them. They're going to get blindsided is what I'm getting to. So there are going to be some blindside moments here. Like, it's just going to come out of nowhere. Things are going to go up a little bit. You can handle it. You're very strong. I'm not worried about that. But they're saying there will be some blindsides anyway that they're not going to be able to prepare you for or themselves for. That will happen. But if you give them that little heads up, like if you see something and you're worried about it, let me know. They'll do their best with it. But there's still going to be blindsides is what I'm getting. And they're saying with this, you need to just take it on faith that the two of you can handle this out. Realize that especially if you had this conversation, your partner is not setting you up for failure. Because it is aggravating. The blindsides are aggravating. So they're saying what helps this is just realize that they're, especially if you have that conversation, like let me know if you see a problem, a possible problem. They'll do their best. And just take that on faith that they're doing their best they can, because they are. They are saying this too. What helps them and what they're going to, I feel like what they're naturally going to do is they're going to definitely let you know what they can. But if they think, like, if they're seeing a light down the road, if we're going to use that analogy again, and they're thinking it's more than likely just somebody walking with a flashlight, they may wait a little longer before they tell you. They're not going to run to you every 5 seconds. I don't see that happening. But, like, for example, it might get a bit closer before they're like, well, that actually could be a problem. I'm not really sure if that is a flashlight. So it may go a little while before they tell you. But, like, I don't feel like they're not going to run to you with every little thing is what I'm getting. They're going to wait till they think something could seriously be an issue. There's going to be some blindsides because of that. I get that. They're not trying to set you up, though. They're just trying to not drive you crazy. And they're depending on you for this path going forwards. They have the Ace of Pentacles with the path. And they're depending on you to hold things to that path. Like, they know that the structure is very much dependent on them working with you and them holding with you. Now, this is actually a good card for you because you're going to hold the structure in place. And they're going to build from that. This is giving them a great place to go from. This is what they want. This is putting things in order. This is leading to the Sun card. Like, it may feel a little weird because the Four of Swords can be kind of a stubborn card, in my opinion. This is one of those times where your stubbornness is actually an asset. So, you know, not for nothing. That energy can be a good energy sometimes. And if in this situation, they're depending on that. They're working with that. That's creating the stability for them, the Ace of Pentacles. And they're going forward with this. It's something very dependable that's creating the path for them. It's literally the path card. But you'll see it's like a ladder leading up to this portal. Like, things are getting better. It's moving away from this Three of Swords energy, which I can't pick up this card. There we go. It's moving them away from that. You are very dedicated, and you stick. It's that stubborn energy is keeping them from, like, slipping down that ladder and ending up in this pool of mess again. By you being stubbornly like, keep going up the ladder. No, keep going up the ladder. We're going up the ladder. They're getting out of this situation, and that's what they're depending on you for. This is the card I've been looking at the whole time. This is the success card, the Six of Wands. Like, you are bringing the success. The situation will get better. Now, I'm getting the Sun card shows up a ways down the road. It shows up a ways down the road. But they're saying it will be there. It will happen. Like, this situation is going to get a lot better. A lot better than you're expecting. A lot better than your partner is expecting. But it's due to your element of, you know, being stubborn. I really feel like it's your stubborn quality that's really paying off. The whole thing with this is, though, when they start telling you things, like trying to, like nipping it in the bud sooner rather than later. Like, no, don't give me little piece by little piece. And in fact, when they come to you with a problem, you might want to just say that to start with. Like, is this everything you have? Because I can build a structure based on everything, if this is everything you have. And then also reiterating, as we go forward in life, always give me everything you have so I can build something from that correctly. I feel like that's the whole thing with this. I feel like that's the biggest thing. This will work out. Your dedication, it's going to slide into stubbornness, but that's going to pay off in this situation. I mean, not for nothing. That's a good thing. At least it's paying off this time. We all have our stubborn moments, no matter what sign you are. But in this situation, you're very dedicated, and you're like, yeah, well, we're sticking with it. This is how we're doing it. And it will pay off. You do have that Sun card in the long term. At the end, I'm noticing that, and like, I think it's the blind sides. I'm feeling that energy. It is going to throw up some dismay, discord, whatever. That's where this is really clicking in with your stubbornness is really, really needed. Because even though you're getting blindsided, and it may be more work to stay on course rather than just kind of, like, you get blindsided and it's like, well, it's like somebody threw the cake on the floor. And somebody's like, well, it's easier just to get a pie rather than to bake another cake. Your stubborn attitude would be like, no, I wanted a cake. I said we were going to make a cake, and we're going to have a cake. That's the stubbornness. Kind of like blindside, somebody knocks that cake off the table and it's ruined. And then somebody else says, well, it'd be easier, let's just get a pie, or let's just buy one from the store and just call it a day. And you're like, nope. It was going to be done this way to begin with, and we're going to do it the way. We're just going to rebuild it. It may have gotten ruined. I'll start from square one, and I will rebuild that. That's your stubborn energy that's going to get this Sun card. You're going to have the Sun card because of that. That's the blind sides. Like somebody throwing things right off and saying, well, there's an easier way to do this. Let's just do it the easier way and move on from it. And you're like, no, we're going to do it the way we said we were going to do it. And that's it. If I have to start at square one again, then I have to start at square one again, but it will happen. That stubborn attitude, in this situation, will pay off. Okay, I think we're good with this. All right, let's do Capricorn singles. There was a lot of information with that. There was a lot with Virgo too, though. So I don't think there's any more cards on the floor. Apparently, I just shuffled that one right out of the deck and didn't realize it. But that's good. It was going well, so that's cool. All right, what do we have for Capricorn singles? Messages for Capricorn singles. Really? Let's shuffle these. You've got the King of Wands where you're standing. Somebody has really got your interest. That's what I'm getting. Now, just because you have the King of Wands, you do want to be with this person. Doesn't mean you're going to, run right out, and have a shotgun wedding or whatever. But the urge is there. The want to is there. Okay, there's only one card, but that's fine. Where is this going is a good question. It is a really good question. Now, where you're coming from in the past is the Four of Swords, which for this reading, I feel like someone got your attention. However that means, but I feel like it was very loosely based. It's kind of like you were kind of questioning the quality of the person is what I'm getting. But they got your attention. They were attractive and that was all good, but like who they were and what they were built of and what type of personality they really were, you were kind of questioning that. Like it's almost like you were visually enticed, but like, yeah, they're very good looking and I like the way they talk, but who are they really? And I feel like you were questioning the quality of this person, not in a bad way, just kind of like, I don't know what they're really like, but I think I want to know. To me, it's not negative. It's just kind of like, I like them, I visually see somebody I'm very into, but who are they really? I want to know who they really are. I don't think it's bad. Now, as things keep coming forward, you're actually finding out that you very much do like this person. There's some quirks about their personality that you really don't mesh with, but you're like, they're not bad. They're not a bad person. They do things from their heart. They do with best of intentions. They are who they are. Yeah, they have some qualities that really aren't what you would like, but you're like, that's who they are. And who they are, the base person they are, they do things out of love. They try to do things the best they can. They try to move forward with love. That's kind of how you're looking at them. Like they're coming out of a good place. And you're liking who you're seeing. You're liking that. So as things keep coming forward, you're actually coming up to this King of Wands feeling like you like them and you're like, yeah, I think I would like to be with this one. And you're having very strong feelings for them. But again, it doesn't mean you're going to have a shotgun wedding. It just means like it's almost like you've made up your mind like, yeah, I think this is something that would be good for me. You got the Two of Pentacles though, like, all right, see, you did make up your mind is what I'm getting. You do like this one. Because I don't want it to come off wishy-washy, like, not might. Like, you're like, I do want this one. You do want this one. Okay, so make sure I get that right. But the Two of Pentacles comes in like, how am I going to move it forward? How am I going to get this person's attention and get them to go at the rate I want this to go and to make sure they feel the same about me? Like, it's just, even though, again, not a shotgun wedding, but I want things to start moving forward. I got the pace. I want the things to happen. How do I get this started? And you're trying to, like, how do I want to start this? Because you're like, if I start this the wrong way, they might get a little overexcited and they want to go a lot faster than I want to go. Also, if I start this the wrong way, I might turn them off. So I got to think about how do I start this, get them interested, and then also get them on the in the rhythm that I want as well. You got the Queen of Cups. Nope, that's the Queen of Pentacles. There's a lot of love here. I do feel it. Like, you literally only have one cup card, and we already saw it. But I do feel, with these two cards especially together, I do feel love there. I feel like there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of loving. There's a lot of pulling somebody into your life. Want them to be a part of your life. Want to build a life together. You have a lot of that energy there. And I'm getting this with the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom. Like, you're really looking to start that structure. I think we already kind of talked about this. Like, I want to pull somebody into my life. I want to pull this person into my life. And I want to start integrating them in at the level that I find acceptable. Now, when I'm getting the Four of Wands with the Two of Wands here, literally, you're looking to start bonding with this person, and you're looking to get that going forward. Is that the Two of Wands? Like, you got a couple twos here. Like, you're really trying to do this correctly. You're trying to, like, evaluate how they're taking your energy as you're going forward, and you're trying to make sure it's conducive for both of you. You don't want this just to be something that you like the way this is going forward. You're trying to find that mix to where you're happy with how it's going forward, but you're also, honoring them, and they're happy, and they feel very fulfilled, and they're accepting and enjoying how this is going forward too. Like, you clearly care about how this affects them, so you want them to be happy too. So that's why you have to keep reevaluating as you keep going forward. You're like, all right, this is how I want it to go forward, but I need them to be happy too, because if they're not happy, I don't see how this could work. So I got to kind of adjust this, and I'm okay with adjusting some things. And you're kind of like, that's why the Two of Wands is coming in, because you're really considering them. You're really willing to edit your plan to a point, and you're trying to, like, color it to their liking. You're trying to color your plan to their liking so that you're both happy. You're working on that. You're putting a lot of effort into this. A lot of effort into this. So, what comes next? Because I feel you trying to do this. And I'm seeing this in the environment. The Hanged Man. They're not moving forward. And I see you very strongly. See, the thing is, these are both major arcana cards, which means this can really nullify, they can nullify each other. Or one, well, no. I actually feel the Hanged Man can nullify out the Magician for a time in this situation, because the Hanged Man is about no movement. That's not usually permanent. Magician is about making change, but makes change through action. He pulls in all the elements, granted, but like if you can't move things forward, it's almost like putting the Magician in jail. It's kind of what it's like. Like if they don't have their tools or the space to actually create something, like they don't have the reference materials. Like they can do some things, but not that much. And I feel like it's kind of like that. Like they're not moving. They don't seem to be. Like something is going on here, to where I feel like right now you're coming towards them and you're trying to move things forward, and you're like, it looks like a good time to you. Let's move forward. But they're kind of pulling almost like an unexpected card out of their sleeve, kind of like, well, I got this going on in my life, so I really can't start seeing you right now. But the Hanged Man is telling me it's not like a no, but it's not a yes either. It's like, I can't really do this right now. And you're like, well, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. Maybe I can help you. And it's either they're shutting you down, like, I don't really want to talk about it with other people right now, or it's something you really can't help with. One of the two. You have the Magician card coming up in the future, like you're trying to make something happen. See, for some of you, I actually feel like you're winning this person over, and it's kind of like you're able to make some things happen, but it's gonna fall flat. It's feeling like it's falling flat. It's the Magician, and I'd like to believe the Magician can pull forward whatever they want, but I've seen it happen before. Like the Magician can only create with what they have in front of them. It's like if you think of a baker, like they can't make a cherry pie if they don't have any cherries. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that feel. And I feel like that's the restriction. I've seen it happen before with the Magician. Like, they work with the elements they have in front of them. They make the best of the elements they have in front of them. But again, like a baker, like if they want to make a cherry pie and they don't have any cherries, it's kind of shooting the situation right in the foot. It's not going well. It's really not going well, especially with what I'm seeing here at the end. The Nine of Swords with the creation. Again, you have that Magician energy kind of trying to pull in. Creation is like another Magician feel here. The Magician creates, I don't think I need to beat that to death, but it's trying to make something happen, but it's like creation is trying to happen here, but it's like if you look at that face below the moon, it's not fully formed. It's like mist. It can still happen. It's not saying this can't happen, but it's not happening right now. I feel like what's happening here is the elements are not all together. Like, things are not ready. The time is not now for this to start, is what I'm getting. I do get with the Magician, though, and creation, though, it can still happen, but this might be quite the time delay. And they're saying for right now, this isn't gonna start going forward right now. I just feel like this is not gonna start going right now. But they're saying it's definitely a delay at the very least. It's just not time. It's gonna take some effort and planning. You might have to bide your time a little bit more because you'll notice there's schematics there below that face. And it's making me feel like it's like you're going to have to wait it out. The time is not now. The Nine of Swords is saying right now it's not going to happen. And I did say that with the Hanged Man. Like the Hanged Man, this isn't like a permanent situation. It's not permanent. But for right now, like the Magician can't bring it together right now. It's almost like, again, if we're going to use that baking analogy, no cherries, want to make a cherry pie. But you can order the cherries, or maybe you have to go to the store and get them. Or go to wherever you got to go to get them. So maybe that's the next step, is like realizing, all right, now I got to wait for whatever I want to arrive. I have to go get it, bring it here. That's my next step to get this situation to go online. And it could be, for example, it's winter where I am. if I was hell bent and I wanted fresh cherries, I'll be waiting a while. So, and it may be just about that, like realizing, assessing the situation and realizing I'm just going to have to wait a little while. I'm going to have to wait for this Hanged Man moment to pass, and it's just like a delay for this starting. It could be just a delay, but right now, I feel like that's the whole thing for this reading. Like right now, it's not going to happen. All right, and I think we're there. All right, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.